How you doing, YouTubers? This is Galen, making this video out of El Paso. I just came by my dump truck to start it up. I've been out of town for a while, and it started up pretty good. As you see, I gotta get the steps fixed. But yeah, I just came here, did a cold start. It did pretty good. I got to do the last thing on it. I did the suspension, brand new tarp. Brand new tarp arm and everything. Some other stuff that I did, but the biggest job I got to do right now on it that I'm about to do is a brake job. So basically, what's about to happen is I'm gonna show you. Basically, what's about to happen is I'm gonna have to take all the brakes, all the wheels off, and yeah, I know some of y'all like, oh, that's an old baby, yeah. But it's been a while since I've seen it. That's work right there. And then I do have a backup camera. I don't think I ever showed y'all. I do have a backup camera to it, but let me back it up. Well, this is all work. I got an airline, big old fuel tanks, and like I said, you can start off like this, man. This has made me money, you know. It has made me money. It's doing good, it runs good. But yeah, so the next thing I gotta do, well, the final thing I gotta do is just replace all the brakes. Last time I drove it, I was squeaking. And I was loaded one time, and I braked, and I didn't brake and stop when I wanted to stop, you know. So that's very dangerous. So, you know, if you know you need brakes, don't keep going. You know, sometimes you will have to shut the dump truck down. Do I want to shut it down and go back over the road? Not at all. But it's something that you got to do, because what happens is when March comes, April, May, that's when, you know, everybody's calling for dump trucks. You want your dump truck to be fixed by March, you know. It's kind of windy out here. I'm sorry if it's windy, but the best time I believe to shut it down is during the winter. I called around and I talked to some of the contractors. I said, hey, I'm gonna shut it down, and everybody said the same thing. Hey, Galen, this is perfect time to shut it down. So, because the last thing you want to do is something's wrong with the truck and you got to shut it down in the middle of a big project and they're depending on you. So try and, you know, shut it, you know, if you got to shut it down, you know, for safety reasons. Like I said, the brakes were bad. Suspension was pretty jacked up. So I had to get all new hangers. I didn't even know what an equalizer was. I thought that was just the movie Denzel was in, but this thing has something called an equalizer that it took almost 2 weeks to come in. So, but yeah, I had to order an equalizer, which is weird. It's still a weird name when I think about it now. But you know, I didn't want to shut it down. But what happened was when I was doing that one job and I braked and I didn't stop when I wanted to stop, I was like, you know what, this is the perfect time to shut it down. You know, this is the safest time to shut it down right now, because the last thing you want is to be greedy and you brake and you slide into the highway or something and you cause an accident. Now it went from, hey, I can shut it down for a few weeks or so, now you know probably killed somebody. So just be careful with that. Care about your equipment, man. I've put a lot of money in this. I paid $18,000 for it. I probably got ripped off. You know, matter of fact, I know I did. But I was just so excited. You know, I was just like, oh, dump truck. You know, from what I've seen people selling. But I've put a lot of money into it, and I really like it, man. I really, really like my dump truck. I actually got approved to get a pup. So if none of y'all know what a pup is an extra dump bed behind your dump truck. So the contractor I talked to that I haul material for, this truck right here, I do about 14 tons. Well, I get a pup that's 6 tons, that's 20, and we're doing about $5 to $6 a ton. That's $100 a load. So that's you know, just something that I I wanted to do and I'm excited about. So once I get it back to work, March, April, May, run to the bank, and the pup brand new, and they're gonna wire my truck is like $20,000+. So they're gonna do that for me, and I'm gonna make about right here in El Paso. I do about $75 a load, which is almost $75 an hour because it takes 1 hour to do each load. So it equals out to $75 an hour. I get the pup that's gonna make it about $100 an hour, $100 to $105 an hour. So that's gonna be pretty awesome right there. But love your equipment, man. Treat it good. I know a lot of people say it's a work truck, but check it, man, because I have a little leak there that I gotta check every other day. But if you care for it, you take care of it, it'll make you some good money. And then, like I said, do I plan on having this the rest of my life? Yes. I'm gonna just hook it up and paint it and do some fancy stuff to it. But eventually I do want to get a bigger dump truck, a newer Model 1, stuff like that. But you got to work to it. And like I said, some of y'all can go out and finance and stuff, but at that time I couldn't finance $100,000. I got approved, but they were like, hey, put 20% down on $100,000. I was like, yeah, I ain't really got $20,000 like that. So, but y'all enjoy y'all weekend. Y'all got any more questions? Just let me know. I just wanted to show y'all the truck, and let y'all know that it's still here, still working. Like I said, we're gonna take the brakes off. I need to take one set of brakes and drums off in the front and one set of brakes off in the back. Take it to the shop, and then they're gonna order it for me, because my mechanic here, I love him to death. I don't want to have him do all that running around. I do it. So, but y'all be safe out there. And like I said, once I get the brakes on, all thing I got to do is put the insurance back on, because I uninsured it because I'm not driving it. I took the insurance off. So that's all I got to do is take the insurance off. And once they report it to the state, I can get it back working. So hopefully about February, because there's, some little other things like wire hoses and stuff that I'm going to do. I don't have to do it, but I'm going to go ahead and knock it out while it's down. So right now I'm enjoying the road, but I can't wait to get back in my dump truck. When it turned on today, I felt pretty good. So, all right. So y'all be blessed out there. Y'all be safe. Any questions or anything, let me know. All right. Have a great day.